Welcome to Grock's castle, tiny friend.
So the revamped Grock is now live on the official server. And first of all, I want to show you Grock's quick specs. His basic attack gets enhanced when his energy is full. You gain that energy over time, and it fills up much faster when you're near a wall. His first skill can knock back enemies, and if there's a wall in that direction, it can also airborne them. With his improved second skill, the enemy bounces harder if they hit the front side of the wall. If they hit the back, it's almost like nothing happens. As for his ultimate, it no longer airbornes enemies if it doesn't hit a wall. So basically, this is how his combo works when his ultimate is available. We'll talk more about this newly revamped Grock throughout the video. If you've used Grock before, you should know that he no longer gains physical defense when you build physical attack. Now, it works the other way around. When you build physical defense, the damage of your enhanced basic attacks and first skill increases. However, take note, this doesn't raise your actual physical attack stat, so it won't increase the damage of your normal basic attacks, your second skill, or your ultimate. That's because his ultimate still scales with physical attack, which is actually kind of weird. What's great about Grock now is that all of his skills, including his enhanced basic attack, are CC immune while casting. That's super important to note because it lets you dodge a lot of skills. Also, his passive doesn't just enhance his basic attack when his energy is full, he also gains a shield equal to 10% of his max HP. So now he scales with HP too, which is actually great because building HP items have a good effects too. And while the shield is active, he also gets a physical defense boost, which in turn increases the damage of your first skill and enhanced basic attacks, since those now scale with physical defense. The shield and the enhanced basic attack are actually independent of each other, even though they're both part of Grock's passive and are triggered by the same condition. Using your enhanced basic attacks won't remove the shield, and vice versa. If the shield disappears, your enhanced basic attack will still remain active. His old first skill that used to spin 360 degrees is now part of his enhanced basic attack. His current first skill only covers 180 degrees now, but that's actually a good thing because it's much faster to use. You no longer need to charge it to maximize the damage, just hit the enemies against a wall. As for his ultimate, the CC duration has been reduced from over 2 seconds to just 1 second. But in exchange, the range is now wider, and even heroes behind a wall can be affected. And like I mentioned earlier, if your ultimate doesn't hit a wall, 50% of the cooldown will be refunded, similar to Argus's ultimate when you don't trigger the second phase. But what I clearly noticed, and you'll probably notice this too when you play Grock, is that there's a slight delay when he casts his ultimate. It's like he charges forward like a bull, or kind of similar to Jawhead's ultimate, but Grock charges just a little bit faster. His second skill can now be cancelled, just like Badang's second skill, which is actually a good buff. Because if you miss it, or if the enemy dashes into your wall and your teammate chasing them doesn't have a dash, you can just cancel the wall. So even if you make a mistake with your wall placement, it's now easier to fix. I also noticed that the wall is now wider or bigger compared to before, and if your wall is no longer serving any purpose, you can just cancel it to speed up its cooldown. Because if you don't cancel it, the cooldown won't start. But if you cancel it right away, the cooldown will begin immediately. And lastly, Grock's posture now looks like he's constantly charging his first skill. The first time I saw this revamped Grock was on the enemy team, and I got really confused. If you didn't know he got an update, you'd definitely be confused too. As for his role now, I think he's only viable as a roamer. He's no longer good in the EXP lane because it wastes the pressure he can provide in the early game. Plus, his damage to minions is capped now, which makes his clear speed slower, so I think he'll struggle in the EXP lane, and it's much better to play him as a roamer. And please, to those who don't read patch notes, stop building full damage Grock. That build is no longer effective. Yes, the damage is still there, but he's way too squishy now. And if you're up against a team with a lot of magic damage, just like in this game, just build Radiant Armor and Athena's Shield. You can even rush those two items first and skip physical defense for a while, because Grock already has built-in physical defense boosts. So in this kind of enemy lineup, it's much better to focus on magic defense items. So yeah, the turtle was already taken down, but Beleric looked completely clueless, like he didn't care at all. Oh, there he is. He finally showed up. Thanks, really, that was a huge help. I appreciate it. If you're up against a lineup full of physical damage, Grock is insanely solid. He becomes a nightmare for the enemy team. They'll be wondering why Grock is suddenly so hard to burst down. As for the roam blessings you can use on him, I think all of them are great for Grock, except Favor, especially Dire Hit. It really melts enemies, just like what I did in the first game. In this second game, I used Encourage instead. It's still worth trying out different blessings, but personally, I just prefer Dire Hit. For his emblem, you can go with either the tank or support emblem. Both work well, I've tried them myself. And when it comes to the tier 3 talents, you've got a lot of options. Focusing Mark is great if you want to boost your teammates' damage and gain some extra movement speed. Brave Smite is perfect for sustain, especially since it's super easy to trigger when you're playing Grock as a roamer. Impure Rage is also viable if the enemy team has high HP heroes. That will also stack with the damage from his first skill, since their damage is based on the target's max HP. Quantum Charge can give you a movement speed boost after using an enhanced basic attack. Even Concussive Blast is a good pick if you want some extra burst damage.
Go away or go smush.
In this game, it's only Cho who's carrying the enemy team. Carrying them to defeat, that is. He didn't do anything useful, just kept spamming recall. Can't really blame him, though. That's probably all he's capable of doing. Sometimes this is what happens when I use Grock's ultimate, because of the slight delay. Good thing the range of his ultimate is wide enough, so Karina still got CC'd. And luckily, my teammate was able to follow up. That's why it's really better to aim ahead when using your ultimate. You can still do the ultimate plus flicker combo, but of course, there are more risks and obstacles that way. So it's safer to flicker first, then use your ultimate. Actually, even the enemy's Natan was overly confident, not just Chu. But hey, that's how it should be. Even if you know you're dumb, you still have to be confident. Just look at what Cho's doing, trying to brawl with me and Beleric, wasting his time on tanks. He just can't seem to pick off the right target. How about you? What do you think about the new Grock? Do you think he's going to be part of the meta now, or is it still not enough? What do you like about the revamp, and what do you not like? And what will you miss from the old Grock? Comment your thoughts below, and I'll be reading them.